traditional 9 to 5 don't exist,
Can't.
or it's under different pretense. Because the way we've been working, on the clock, off the clock, like, bro.
I know. It's so crazy. Everybody's like kind of been asking since you've been like dropping stuff on Instagram and they're asking. And I'm like, we've actually been working. Like, this isn't just something like I'm talking about. Like, we've been really working these last, like 6 weeks or so? Like,
Yes. And technically, it's even before that. All the,
yeah.
strategy, pre-production, the
Yeah.
phone calls,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
proud of us. I'm proud of us. Even though like today I was like, you know what? I need a break.
And it's perfect that you ain't gonna be here for the next 2 weeks,
I know.
but
So I was like,
the
you know what?
people
I
gonna be
can't even
covered.
say that. I can't even say that I need a break because I'm actually already getting one. But I need
Yeah,
another. Like, oh my God.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's all gonna work out. I'm God.
Amen.
Yes, God got us.
Amen.
But that's probably a perfect way to, you know, intro the show. Welcome to another episode of Where's the Remote? I am your host, Steven, and I'm joined here by the tired, but still lovely.
Am I? Am I? I told Steven I look how I feel. But as y'all know, I'm Régine. I don't even have any earrings on. Like, that's how you know a Black woman is down. Her hair's not done. My nails not done.
But
I
you're
have
still
no
committed.
earrings.
You're
Like,
still committed. You're still committed to the task at hand. So I appreciate your efforts.
trying to show up as much as I can, you know.
I mean, hey, we can only do so much. We can only do so
We do
much.
our best. We do our best.
We trying hard. But with that being said, this should be a very fun episode.
Mhm.
This is going to be another evergreen sort of content for you guys.
I like these, honestly.
Yeah, it gives us a chance to like talk about stuff in a non-traditional but
Yeah.
traditional way. I don't know
Yeah.
if that even makes sense. I've used too
Also,
many
just
words
kinda
today.
get to know us as far as, like, consumers. Like, we're not just consumers. Like, we're really, like
Yeah, like
there's a lot of like
I'm borderline like a journalist without having
yeah.
no degree. Like,
Like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. But there's definitely levels to it because I've definitely seen other people that's like the color grading here and like you don't
Okay, yeah,
see how
no,
the
people are,
setup.
like, super deep for sure.
Yeah, but those are people that's like you're like classically trained. You went to school for this.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
nah,
yeah.
nah, 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 nah. I mean,
Nah.
more power to you, but I ain't got it like that. I ain't got it like
I
that.
ain't do all that. I ain't do all
Yeah,
that.
I ain't got it like that. But this is a perfect episode that will align with this. This is essentially a Steven and Régine TV guide to get an understanding of like the stuff that we
Yeah.
like in film, TV, different tropes, things that stick out to us. So we're gonna try to get through these as quickly and as swiftly as possible for you people because it's a
We'll do
lot.
our best. We get to
Yeah.
yapping, child.
Listen. We passionate. We passionate
We
people.
are. We
We
are.
passionate people. So this first section I like to call like a taste level. So you could get a better understanding of our different tastes. And we kind of dissected that a little bit in our pilot episode, but
Yeah.
like LeBron, here's two more for y'all. Like here's two more.
Lord, okay.
So the first
That
one
was a bad joke.
so the first one, because I remember the meme that it just stuck with me.
It's okay.
So the first one is, what's your go-to prompt? So like everyone has that one show or movie that they watch to feel better, or what's your like comfort watch? So ladies first, of course.
Oh, wow. I'm not even a good person to go first. So I'm gonna be honest and very real. No shade to anyone. I think it's kind of weird that y'all have a show that y'all have
Wow.
to that y'all
Wow.
have to go back and watch to feel better. And I understand life is hard because probably I need to find me a show like that, right?
See, you speaking for a position of pain. That's what it is. That's what that slander is
That's
for.
pain. No,
Yes.
but for real though, real pain. I really don't have like a show that I do this, but if I had to choose, I probably would say this is not like a show. It's a reality show. It's Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay. Okay.
Real Housewives of Atlanta is like so many quotables. I like literally talk in Real Housewives. So like
Out of
It's so
control.
many quotables, like, very unserious, like, definitely perfect as far as just feeling comfort.
Mhm.
I can't even think of, like, a real show that would, like, really get me because I like to watch new things, like, I'm not a person that likes to, like, rehash something, like, it takes me
Mhm.
years to do, like, a rewatch of a show, like, I just finished Homeland. I haven't watched Homeland since, like, 2020. So, that's how
Mhm.
far, like, a gap that I do, like, it's basically, like, almost like a new show to me. So, yeah,
Right.
I'm not that kind of person.
You said there was so much shade, but Imma let it go.
I did, and you know what? I talk in shade. So, again,
Yeah,
Real
there you
Housewives is
go.
my thing. So
There you go. There you go. Coincidentally, I'm kinda like you minus the shade. Um, I definitely
okay.
don't have, like, a comfort show of, like, if I'm down in a rut, this is what I turn to. But I
Yeah.
will say I'm very particular of, like, background noise.
Mhm.
I can't just have the TV on for the sake of having the TV on.
Yeah, no.
And even though I haven't watched this recently for a long period of time, like my quote unquote background noise was The
Mhm.
Office. So it's
Yeah.
like I can have it on, not paying attention, doing a million other things. If I see something, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember this. Or if
Yeah.
I'm listening, it's like, oh, okay, I remember this scene. But I don't have like a comfort show of like, oh, this is gonna make me feel better. But I am very specific of like, I need to watch something that's like entertaining or easy enough that I could digest if I'm not paying
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, we'll get into that too because I don't wanna hop into our questions, but yeah, I'm the same way. But you know what's so crazy? I have watched The Office, like, the 1st season
mhm.
multiple times. Like, when people were like especially like you talk about The Office all the time on Twitter,
Mhm.
and, like, sometimes I might watch it just to like, "Oh, yeah, this" and it's like I forget that I've watched it, so it's still, like, very hilarious. Like,
Right, right.
some of the things on that 1st season was not okay.
I think either the first or second no, it wasn't the first episode. I think the second episode is Diversity Day, which is so offensive on
That's what
so
I'm saying,
many
not okay. Not
so
okay.
offensive. Like, yeah, Steve Carell doing Asian um accents is definitely not okay for TV, but I got a rise out of me every time.
That's what I'm
Every
saying.
time.
I can rewatch it again.
Yes,
I can
yes,
rewatch
yes,
it
yes.
again.
All right. So next one we have the I'm not crying, you're crying. What's a scene
Mm,
in a movie or show that makes you tear up every time, no matter how many times you've seen it?
I have a couple.
Oh, really?
I have a couple, and they're all in the same show.
It better not be Real Housewives.
Mm, that was shade. Now that was shade. That was shade. Okay, so I don't know. I should go first again. I guess I
Yes,
will.
yes, yes.
Okay, so for me, it's a couple of them.
Hmm.
So Grey's Anatomy is pretty much the category. When Derek almost died when he got shot on Grey's Anatomy,
Spoiler alert.
when Derek actually did die 100 seasons in, that got me, and then the plane episode on Grey's Anatomy, well, especially when Mark died, like, that it'll put me there. Immediate tears, like, wow. Wow. Grey's
Fair.
Anatomy,
I've
yes.
only gotten up to season 6 of Grey's.
Oh my god,
Nothing,
you have to start from the beginning. It is a journey to get to the end. I'm
bro.
not
That's like
gonna
a
lie.
bid.
It takes, like, 6 months. It takes, like,
That's like
6
a
months.
bid. I don't know if I'm that
Really?
committed. I don't know if I'm that
Great
committed.
television, especially the early seasons, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think anything on Grey's would, like, make me cry. I don't know, that might be a lie. That
Because you didn't get deep into it. You gotta get deep.
No, I found myself, like, the older I've gotten, I've become, like, way more empathetic, and it's not necessarily the
Mhm,
characters per se, it's more so, like, I can imagine if this was in real life, how
mhm,
people would feel, um, which is kinda off topic, but on topic. Like,
mhm.
something that always, like, tears me up is when I'll see, soldiers come back home and they, like, surprise their kid at
Oh,
school.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done. I gotta scroll. I gotta keep scrolling.
I
That's gonna
can't
get me
do this right now.
yeah, that's gonna get me every time.
Yeah.
But there hasn't been there's nothing I really watch repeatedly that would make me cry. Like if
Mhm.
I've watched it the first time, like I'm not gonna cry again.
Yeah.
But just some stuff that's made me tear up. I don't know if you watched We Live in Time. That's the movie with
Mm-mm.
Andrew Garfield and Florence
Mm-mm.
Pugh.
Mm-mm.
There was definitely moments where I was starting sniffling because I think,
Mhm.
spoiler alert, at some point she gets cancer in the movie. So
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
oh damn, like that's a lot. Like y'all, you know,
Yeah.
typical romance film, like y'all connect in like this crazy way, and then you go on
Yeah.
to live your life, you break up and then get back together, and then boom, she got cancer. Um, but then also, and this is probably nuts, but kind of ties into the idea of like you grow with these characters and
Yeah.
then like you see them go and it hits you. But I definitely remember the second time. I didn't feel like this the first time, but the second
Mhm.
time that I watched Endgame
Mhm.
and Tony Stark died, I was definitely sniffling. And I think it's more so because usually when you see people die in like a TV show or whatever or a
Yeah.
film, it's kind of not necessarily abrupt, but it's like, okay, the person died. You may see them for like a few seconds. Then you see like the other person, other people around them react. But with that one specifically, like you're seeing the life leave his body, which was
Mhm.
kind of crazy. And then like everybody come up to him at the same time. Like I think
Yeah.
Pepper comes up to him, then Spider-Man comes up to him. I was like, yo, y'all doing a lot because his suit has the light on it, and then when
Yeah.
his heart finally shuts down, like the light goes off, and it's like,
'Cause that's how he, like, basically is living from the
right,
yeah,
right, from the
yeah.
arc reactor. So it's like this is a bit dark. This is a
Low key
bit
because
dark.
it's like the technology is actually keeping him alive, not the fact
Right.
that he's actually a real human, by the way.
Right. So it's like the fact that we're seeing like the life
Yeah.
flash before his eyes, or leave
Yeah.
his body is kind of like, all right, y'all took it there. Y'all took it there. But normally like I'd probably be more in shock when like somebody
Yeah.
dies on a show. Like Grey's Anatomy when I forget his name, the intern, um
Oh, when,
in the
oh,
first few seasons. I
yeah,
forget
I
his
wanna say his
name.
name is oh, it's not Steven. It's something very basic. Dang, I
Yeah.
can't remember, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when he was, like, in that accident,
This
it
is
was like
actually
a
taking
whole
me
bunch of people
off.
had gotten into that accident, but they grabbed him
Yeah.
up, but he was so disfigured and didn't realize it, and then they started figuring out, like,
Oh.
he had, like, ID or something on him,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Wait, that's him?
And
Bruh."
they and how they did it was, like, very, like
It was very subtle, like,
it was.
he left his shift for the day, was going home waiting on the for the bus, and I think there was, like, some accident and, like, a bunch of people got injured, but he's the one, like, I think he tried to save somebody, and,
And they
like,
don't really show it, and, like, they don't really show too
right.
much about it. It's like, all of a sudden, like, that was him.
Yeah, that was like that shook me up. I'm like, "Yo,
Yeah,
what is happening?"
yeah,
Um, but
actually.
yeah. Okay, so the next one, what is a villain or anti-hero that you secretly root for that everybody else just
You
couldn't
go, you
stand?
go, you go.
This was a hard one for me to think
It
about
is
because
low-key
I
hard,
try
right?
don't think because I don't really focus on them, and it's really hard to
Exactly,
make like a villain or anti-hero like
exactly.
enjoyable. But the only one that I could think of, it is definitely problematic
Mhm.
because that whole show is problematic, or certain
Yeah,
elements of the show is problematic. But Damon from
mhm,
House of the Dragon was
yeah.
talking that shit.
He's a
So
weird character, man.
yes, he was weird, but he
He's
had
really
like this presence about him, like
yeah,
this arrogance about him of like, y'all can't fuck with me.
I guess technically true in
Yeah.
some senses, but
Yeah, because
weird
he's
guy.
not necessarily a great guy, but it was like of all
He's
the
a great
characters,
fighter. He's a
yeah,
great
like
fighter, though.
of all the characters, he's probably the
Yeah,
more compelling outside
yeah,
of the two women. Like he's the most compelling character outside of them.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that was the only choice I could come up with.
Okay, so my answer is Ghost.
Oh, from Power? I'm not mad
Yes.
at that. I'm not mad at
Ghost is
that.
actually a villain in the show, but
Mm-hmm.
nobody knows that and nobody understands that. Like, he
He,
is the villain.
yeah.
Like, yeah. It's like you don't know that he's a villain until, like, when I did the rewatch, I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, Ghost is the problem in this whole thing." Like, he's the reason why his family is not together. He's the reason why basically they're looking for him. like,
Uh-huh.
looking for them as a whole. Angela, he's the reason why Angela died. Like, he's the reason why Tariq wanted to even kill him.
This is also
He's the
true.
villain. He's
This is
really the
true.
villain. So, probably a hot take, by the way. People don't probably, believe that, but that's the truth.
As you say that, you know who else comes to mind? I
Who?
never rooted for them, but I wanted to see how they would figure it out. The family from Ozark. Like,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
technically
They
all
are the
villains.
villain. They are the villain.
Everywhere they went,
Yeah,
they ruined people's lives, but I'm like,
literally.
how are you
Even
gonna
ruin
figure
their own. Ruin their own lives.
Yeah, they ruined their own lives, they ruined everybody else's lives, but I
Yeah,
was like, "How do you guys figure it out?" Like, you guys figure it can y'all figure
exactly.
it out? Like,
Exactly.
so they definitely fall in
Exactly.
that group. Um, what is a behind the scenes hot take? Or maybe it don't have to be a hot take, but, like, what's a behind the scenes hot take or something from a behind the scenes aspect of, like, a TV production, filmmaking process that you may enjoy? Like, a green screen or, like, specific camera techniques or,
This was actually a really hard one. I actually kinda skipped it.
same.
I kinda skipped it. I was like, I really don't even care about the behind the scenes thing. The only thing that I care like, on HBO, when they have, like, the director's cuts, like, they kinda, like, talk about the episodes and stuff. I do like that
Mhm.
because, it kinda breaks down the
The
story of
process.
yeah, the story of the episode and kinda, like, how they were actually thinking in the process of the episode.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it. I don't really get into all of that extra stuff, like, give me the story. I wanna be entertained, basically.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I can respect that because 'cause I'm kinda the same. The only thing, because this was a tough one, I think I did all the other ones and then came back to this one,
I don't what does
but
this
the
mean?
yeah, which is funny because I would actually like to work in, like, TV and film
Yeah.
production, so anybody that's listening out here, you got the plug, like, hook a brother up.
Hire him,
Um,
hire him.
but the only thing that came to mind was, like, I don't know if this is more post-production or, like, the
Mhm.
strategy, and I think the guy who's behind it is, like, problematic, so I don't know if I should be giving him any form of praise, but the guy who created Euphoria, I would say
Mm.
specifically in, like, season 2, there were very specific, like, camera choices that really were like,
Mm.
"Oh, this isn't a TV show, like, this is a production."
Yeah.
I can't remember what scene it was. I don't remember what character was in it, but there was an episode where somebody was in a house and the camera pans from like following them from behind, but then
Mhm.
turns to like an aerial view. But then it's not just an aerial view. You're actually seeing like a open, like as if like somebody
Mm.
pulled the roof
Okay, yeah.
off of a
Yeah.
house, and like you're seeing like the different rooms or whatever, and you're seeing this person walk. I'm like, that made it like a much more enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Like you're almost
Yeah.
like it almost adds like a second layer of emotion
Yeah.
within a scene. And it's like I appreciate that because it's like
Yeah.
what would even possess you to even do something like that?
I would say definitely in shows, that is, like, the biggest thing, like, how the camera angles, like, when we talked about, one of the worst movies that came out this year. That was something that I actually enjoyed, was the way, like, the angles and all of that. So, yeah, no,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Here's another one. I feel like we may have brought this up in a previous episode, but what's like a show that made you what was a show that you were obsessed with as a kid? Like one of the first shows
Mm,
that you were like, "Oh yeah, like I like to watch TV and it's not cartoons." I mean, I feel like we'll probably all have the same ones.
I don't know. So,
Like go ahead.
for me,
Mhm.
this was actually hard for me too because it's like I didn't really like I watched TV growing up, but it wasn't like I was obsessed with it. I love to watch
Mhm.
BET. Growing up, I love BET. I love the music videos. I wanted
Making
to
them
be a video vixen.
them
Like
tip drill numbers was going crazy in the household.
I love the comic views. So it wasn't like I was too young to be doing the things I was doing for sure, but whatever. But one show that did pop into my mind that I really enjoy, who I was like every week I wanted to watch, was
Mhm.
That's So Raven. That's So Raven was so good to me. It was so, like, entertaining, the
Uh-huh.
fashion of it all, like, even, like, the uniqueness of the characters, like her best friend, one being white, a redhead, and then one being a guy, a black guy, and
Uh-huh.
just, Raven wasn't a small girl, so, that too. So I think that was between That's So Raven, obviously, The Proud Family. Those would be, like, the top 2 ones for me.
Yeah. I would say I wouldn't necessarily have like specific shows that rank
Yeah,
above any of them. I would say that whole era, like people in our age group. So like the That's So
yeah,
Ravens, the Proud Family, the Boy
yeah,
Meets World, the Fresh Prince,
yeah.
Smart Guy,
Oh,
Sister
yeah.
Sister,
Yeah.
um, you know, any of those Nickelodeon
Oh, you
shows,
know what's a good
Gullah
one?
Gullah Island,
Gullah Island, yes, but One-on-One, also great freaking show.
One on One. What's the other one with Lisa Ray and Dwayne Martin where they're like
Oh,
co-parents?
I wanna say it's not Family Matters, but it's something like that.
Yeah, but like
Something
all those
family. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sitcoms,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
yeah, all those in the house with LL Cool J,
Yeah,
hanging with Mr. Cooper, like
yeah.
all of that. That's like, I mean, I haven't rewatched any of them, so I don't know if they're peak
And
TV.
the
But as
if
a
they're
kid,
actually good as we thought.
like that's
Yeah,
all you could
right.
watch, and it was like
Yeah,
they were entertaining. They were entertaining.
yeah.
Um, This might also be a hard one. What is
Mhm.
like a cliche that always works for you? So like,
Okay.
classic TVs and movies typically have like cliches that will always
Mhm,
happen. So like a villain monologuing or
mhm,
a romantic lead running in the
mhm.
airport. Like certain tropes that you're always going to see. Like what's one that's like no matter how many times you see it, like you'll be like, all right, like I'm not mad at it, but I'm also like, I expected it. I saw it coming.
You go first.
The one that I could think of is like, and this could happen. It typically happens in comedies, but it's
Yeah.
usually you talking shit about somebody, and then
Mhm.
the person that you're talking shit to doesn't respond or says anything and just looks
Yeah,
at you with a dead face, and then
yeah.
the person realizes, and then they stop and be like, they right behind me, aren't they? And
Oh,
it's like, and then that's when the camera
yeah,
pans and you see the other person. Like,
yeah,
you could always tell when it's coming, but I never be mad at it. I
yeah.
never be mad
It's
at it.
always funny, it's always funny
Yeah,
because
like it
they be
always
going
lands.
hard, right? They
Yes,
go
like they be
off.
going
Yeah,
off,
yeah,
and it's like, yeah, watch,
yeah.
watch how he gonna be right behind you, and
Uh,
then lo and behold, lo
tell
and
me how you
behold,
really feel.
exactly.
Okay, that's a good one, that's a good one. I would say I love the whole, friends to lovers thing. I love it, like, I love it so much, like, Brown Sugar. Great, I wanna watch the movie soon, but, like, I love the whole friends to lovers or, like, people that like Issa and Lawrence, how, like, obviously they're really good together, they break up, but, like, of course, they're meant to be
Yeah, meant
together,
to be.
like, I
Yeah,
love
meant
it.
to be. Yeah,
Yeah. So I
yeah.
those
That
are
always works too, meant to be. You could always tell, like,
Yeah.
because they be going with other people, and it's like, there's chemistry, but it's not the
It's not
same.
the
It's not the
same, that's not who
same.
you're supposed to be with.
You
Get
right.
back
That
to your
always works.
soulmate.
It always works because you be feeling the energy too. You be like the third wheel, like, yes, I would, if I was there, I would tell y'all, like, yo, stop wasting your time.
Right.
That's the one for you. Stop wasting your time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
always works. That's always works. Um, okay, this one might, get some comments from the good folks out here.
Comments?
What is your unpopular opinion about some acclaimed work? So what's
Mm,
like a critically acclaimed show or movie that
mhm.
you just don't get the hype for? I think we've
Yeah.
mentioned this already,
Yeah, I
so
think
I'll
we
definitely
have.
bring it up again, but
Yeah.
I might have another one that might shake
Oh,
the
no,
table. That
yes.
might shake the table. Might shake the table.
You are shaking the back and forth.
So I'll let you go first before
Okay.
before I derail
You
this
I
whole
guess you
thing.
about to shake it up. Okay. I would say obviously The Sopranos.
Hmm.
Like, I've watched The Sopranos at least 2 or 3 times, and I still haven't gotten the hype at all. I am gonna try for the 4th time just to make sure I'm not tripping. But
You're
yeah,
not.
The Sopranos,
You're not.
what the storyline, like the characters, like the ending, how we wrapped it up as a whole.
Yeah.
You lost me, babe.
Yeah.
But whatever.
As you mentioned that, a trope that I don't like,
Mhm.
poetic endings. Like endings that's more
You
like,
know,
oh, we leave it up to the viewer to assess. Like, no, wrap that shit up.
why would you
Wrap it
leave it
up.
to me?
Wrap
I
it
wanna
up.
be entertained.
Yes. Like I've been fully invested. I
Right,
need to see how this plays out. And I feel
right.
like I may have jumped ahead with that one, but I don't care. Um, but I was also gonna say The Sopranos.
Yeah.
My hot take, and this is just a personal preference, and I will explain after.
I will
My
explain.
hot take, I will explain. Matter of fact, I ain't gotta explain shit to y'all. Y'all know how to think about it. But I'll explain anyway for the sake of
Yeah.
content. My hot take, Martin is slightly overhyped.
That's crazy.
Martin is
That
slightly
is
overhyped.
crazy.
Personal preference.
Well, we
I
need
don't
to hear the
necessarily.
no, we need to hear the reasoning, honey.
I don't. Clearly, there's been a shift in comedy from like the '90s to
Mhm.
like the 2000s and where we
Yeah,
are now.
yeah,
The days of like a Jim Carrey or just
yeah,
any comedian that was like a major star back then,
yeah,
they were way more physical. Even like a Fresh Prince, like Will Smith was doing goofy shit on there from time to time
yeah.
as well. So that isn't necessarily like my bag. Like it's enjoyable, but it's not like, oh, I'm gonna put this on the top tier. For me, I prefer stuff that's like that aligns more with like my sense of humor of like dry, sarcastic. So that's why I
Okay.
have like The Office rated as like
Yeah,
number one.
okay.
So it's like when people are like, oh yeah, Martin is the best comedy show of all time, I'm like, eh,
That's your
eh,
opinion.
yeah, like I ain't mad at it. I'm not gonna say it's a bad show and that it
Yeah,
doesn't deserve there, but for me, I would watch The Office. Like I don't even think I've ever rewatched Martin. Like I'll catch an episode here and there, but
you
like
tripping.
dedicated, yeah, it just
I think
don't.
I could definitely rewatch Martin because let me tell you, it's like 2 episodes I'm thinking in my head right now, and this one specific, even from when I was a kid up until now, it's gonna get
Mhm.
me every time. The episode where Gina get her head stuck into the
Yes.
that
There's definitely classic moments.
is so funny, like, I can watch it today and be crying like I've never seen it before. And then the other one is was it their honeymoon or on vacation? Like,
Yes, with the
when
big
they start
ass rat, that big ass
yes!
rat. Yeah, yeah. There's classic moments. Those 2 for sure. The Nino Brown when he had the fake dog and he was
Uh-huh.
investigating all of them. Like there's definitely classic moments.
Yeah.
Or the was that Martin where there was I think Gina's friends were having a baby shower at the house and the lady went into labor and she pushed her kid out, but it was like across the room. Like
I
I think
don't
that
know.
was Martin. I think that was Martin. Like there's definitely classic moments, but like
Uh-huh.
some of the more goofy elements of it is like yeah, it's a hit or miss for me at this juncture. I
Okay.
know, you know.
You dry see, the thing about dry humor is, like, it's dark, actually. It's
Listen,
actually
man.
dark humor. I
Listen,
love
man.
dry humor too, so I get it, but no, I
Yeah,
love
because
Martin.
I like because I'm a smart ass, so it's like
Yeah,
if somebody responds in the
dry
way
humor
that
is
I would,
very witty. It's very, very
yeah. So
witty.
it's like if somebody responds in a way that's mad unnecessary, but they just being petty is like
Yeah.
you got me here, you got me in the heart,
You
you
know my
touch me,
love language.
yeah, yeah, you got me where it matters.
Yeah.
Next one.
Mm.
Casting. Oh shit, I completely forgot this one. Casting controversy. Like, what is a time when a director or studio made a casting choice that completely blew your mind, for better or worse? We might have to skip this because I have
Yeah.
no.
The only it's like the only thing I can think about is, like, for better, where, like, certain characters that have been in shows or movies, like, yeah, no, I can't see nobody else doing this, like, Amari Hardwick doing Ghost. He
hmm
played that character to the bone.
Right,
To
right,
the
yeah,
bone, like, I cannot see anyone else being Ghost, like, a sociopath, like, that's really what he looked like in that show.
yeah, yeah.
Anything that Matthew McConaughey's in, obviously, like, I'm
hmm
a big fan of his. So, like, that, that's it. I think I have
Yeah.
others, but yeah, like, it's all that I can think of.
Yeah, I can't really think of anybody that comes to mind, and if I do, it'll probably be more like Marvel and DC related stuff of
Yeah,
like, "Oh, I wanna have pick this specific actor or actress for this sort of role."
yeah,
It'll be very interesting. I guess as a form of an answer, we all know, and we talked about it on like our MCU episode, like we all
mhm,
know like they're trying to reset soon. So it'll
yeah,
be interesting to see who they cast for like, is there a new Iron Man? Is there a new Captain America? Like what that looks like.
yeah,
And they're borderline set up to fail because like Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., like these
yeah,
people
like, they
have,
were made for those
yeah,
characters.
like they cemented
Yeah,
things in there, right? So it's gonna be a lot of chatter online
yeah, I
when that
agree.
days happen. I
I
guess the closest comparison is whenever it comes out. I'm assuming it's next year. We have to see how those kids who are now playing Harry Potter in the TV show for HBO, how that plays
you
out because
oh, that's a thing?
yeah, that's a thing.
Oh.
I think they're shooting now.
It's just too many Harry Potter movies. I've only seen, like, 1, by the way. I've only seen, like, 1. I fell asleep on Harry Potter a couple of times, but
Mhm.
I just can't see why turn 10 movies into the show? Like, you kinda already have a show.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing was, like, there was so many aspects of the book that didn't make it to the movies because they were trying to
Okay, the
make it,
details
like,
of it all, I get that.
yeah, digestible for your
Yeah,
larger audience, but I don't know.
yeah,
We'll see. I mean,
yeah,
more power to 'em.
yeah.
More power to 'em. I ain't concerned. We got just 2 more before we transition to the next segment. Okay, well, damn, I skipped these 2? I dropped the ball. Clearly, I'm
We're getting
overworked.
tough, man, we're getting tough.
Overworked and underpaid. So, the rewatchable or one and done debate. What's a
Mm,
show or movie that you love but could never bring yourself to watch again? Hmm.
I have an answer. And it's
Please
so
go ahead.
crazy.
So
And it's
hopefully I
actually
could think
really
of something.
funny because I put this as, like, one of my top movies of the year,
Uh-huh.
but Sinners.
Interesting.
I did rewatch it again, and then I was like, "Actually, I didn't need to do that." I didn't need to do that. I
Huh.
coulda kept it at one and done.
That's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
I've definitely rewatched it. I think it's hard with certain films that are
Mhm.
so compelling and like
Yeah.
there's such a buildup in it. So
Yeah.
that way, like if you watch it again, you're kind of watching it from like an enjoyment standpoint versus like that
Exactly.
thrill that you get. Um,
Exactly.
because the only other movie I can really think of right now, since I'm on the spot with it, that feel the same way about is the Batman, the Robert Pattinson Batman movie that came out
Mhm.
3 years ago, because it's
Mhm.
very much like a detective mystery. So
Mhm.
obviously, once you see it play out the first time,
Yeah.
you watch it again, it's like, all right, this isn't really as compelling. You're watching it
Right.
for other reasons versus like the actual
Right.
main plot point. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I love Sinners and I love the Batman movie. So I've definitely rewatched them again. I can't think of anything that I would watch that's like I love, but I would never watch it again. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, last one for this segment. The
Ooh.
best and worst finale Hall of Fame. What's a show with a perfect ending? What's a show that completely fumbled the finale? I think we
Mm.
have plenty that fall for fumbling.
And this is why, I like complete series. And this is, like, how you know, like, okay, this show is actually good
Mhm.
or it's okay. For me, my top 2 my top 2 shows, I talk about them all the time, The Wire and Homeland. After I just finished Homeland, like, how it granted, season 8 is probably not the best, but it's like all the other seasons are great. So it's like,
Mhm.
okay, I'll give you your last season and, you gotta speed it up. You're ending it, right? But, even how it ended, like, with Carrie becoming that Russian spy for
Mhm.
Saul, even though he, she gave him up. So I think that was like a perfect ending of it all because everything that Carrie's been through throughout season 1 to 8, like
She don't want no peace at all. Like
she don't know what it looked like.
she can't
Okay?
spell it. She can't
And you know
smell
what
it.
she gonna do? She gonna use that coochie to get what she needs. Period. Period.
uh,
Period.
maybe her and Marty need to link up. Like perfect tandem. Perfect tandem.
They know what they need. Okay. And then obviously The Wire, because obviously The Wire is literally like, to me, like a social paradox of our world.
Mhm.
And like how every season they're adding another layer to it and just kind of adding, I think news is the last one, like media is like the last one, and kind
Mhm.
of how they wrapped it up as a whole was like chef kiss to me.
I'm not mad at either of those. I would say Hall of Fame definitely got to be Breaking Bad.
Yeah, no,
Definitely got to be Breaking
I would,
Bad. Like,
that's top 3 for me.
yeah, definitely got to be Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Him coming back months later to free Jesse, killing them Nazis. Uh,
And
I,
then what? Dying.
yes, dying. So like the feds
Dying.
don't get him. Like
What?
he's inescapable. Jesse being able to escape, and start his
That
own
his
new
parents are
life. And
actually
like,
finally winning is crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. And like,
crazy.
even though his wife and son hate him at this point, like I think he set them up so they still have access to the money that
Yeah,
he had accumulated. So it was like,
yeah.
yeah, chef's
So,
kiss.
like, literally
Chef's
beginning to end, like, the purpose of
the
him even
rise and fall of Walter White.
a
Perfect.
whole freaking 360, like, yeah,
Perfect,
yeah.
perfect,
I
perfect,
agree,
perfect.
I
And
agree,
then
I
that
agree.
final going back to camera stuff, I think it's the final shot of like panning up as his body is laying on the ground with the gunshot
Yeah,
wounds. And you could
yeah,
kind of see in his face of like, I'm complete now. Like
yeah,
it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to do, but I did everything that I needed to because it was really at a point, like, yes, there definitely was a point where he was doing things for his own ego, but it was originally
right.
for his family. And like
Family, that's why he did what he did it.
he completed that. He completed
Yeah.
that, and he still, all the shitty things that he did with Jesse, like he still held him down at the end.
No, he
Like,
hated Jesse.
listen, he was Walter White might be, not for nothing, going back to the
He might be a
anti-hero
good
thing,
one.
he might be the greatest anti-hero of all time. Cause like even when he let Jesse Shorty die, I was like, yo, you're bugging out, but also
He
like
said
he's supposed to
he
be
said,
cooking.
"You're ruining my my bag, okay? You know why I'm here."
You fucking with the money. You fucking with the
Period,
money. And the
period.
way like he paused when she's like choking and he's like, I should save her. Nah. Nah. Like you was
Yeah,
literally there. You was
yeah,
literally there. Like, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
That's why I have Breaking Bad as the best drama of all time. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of the
Great writing,
shows.
great writing.
Like,
This
yeah,
is
that's
how
one of
you
the
do a
shows.
show. This is how you do a
Right.
series.
That's one of the shows, like, there's no predicting what happens
Yeah,
next. Like,
yeah.
there was so many, the whole, even probably also one of the greatest scenes in TV. And such a buildup just to get there. But the
Mhm,
whole getting the bomb in the old dude's wheelchair that
mhm,
couldn't speak. And
mhm,
then that ended up killing Gus, and then Gus
mhm.
walking out and like half his
Well,
body is mutilated, but then he still fixes his tie.
yes, yes, yeah. Gr Like I said, when people are like, "Yeah, it's yeah, that first season,
The
Walter's
first
boomerang
season
is
is a
that
bit
point."
slow, but
Yes,
seeing them kill somebody in a pool of acid was nuts. That was wild. Like y'all was wild. But after that, it's
yeah,
you take off, you
yeah,
take off, you take off.
yeah.
But yeah, that was the first half of this. Hopefully the second half is shorter than the first one.
Passion,
But
passion.
now we're doing a little bit of like this and that.
Mhm.
It's up to you if you want to give reasoning for these, but we could also like speed through this at the same
Okay,
time. And I think like the
alright.
first three actually comes up. We've already answered from like the previous episode. So
Yeah,
this is that. Binge watching a whole season or waiting weekly for new episodes. I think we both are on the binge play. We were
yeah, we
both on
love
the binge
binge.
play. I guess
Yeah.
my asterisk is like I want the option to binge, but I may
Yes,
still
yes.
watch it week to week. Like, I just
Yeah,
want
if
the
I have
option to
to,
binge.
yeah, I'm okay with that. I still watch Grace.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
still watch
yeah, yeah,
Grace, so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then streaming or traditional TV, I think we're both on the streaming side. Like,
Yeah.
traditional TV don't it ain't hitting like it used to no more. Like,
Yeah, I'm not watching too many
she
things on the basic cable.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
then we're both on the same side of this, of watching with subtitles or watching without. We're both on the board of, I need my
I can't
text.
hear.
I need my text. I need
I
my
can't
text.
hear. What? What?
Exactly. Um, so next one, I know you're not a big film person, but you've obviously
Yeah,
been to the movie theater. Movie theater popcorn or movie theater snacks? Or
popcorn.
I would say not snacks, but like movie theater food.
Popcorn. You know the movie theater food be like that, the heatable the heatables.
I mean,
Disgusting. Make your stomach hurt.
I would say for me, I
You go to the
choose,
fancy ones, don't you?
yeah, I go to iPick. So it's
Yeah,
like I'm getting,
a full meal.
yeah, I'm getting a full meal. Like
Got a
you
little
know,
drinky drink
that's
on the
that's
side.
what, yeah, that's like,
I
a
hear
little
you, I
booze, just a little booze, just a little booze.
okay, alright.
Next one, watching alone or watching with a group. I feel like you might have the same answer. Me alone. I don't need the rest of y'all. Let me watch
I
my
hate
shit.
it, I
Yeah.
hate it.
If
I
you're
just got
not
so many
somebody I'm
excited and I'm
dating,
ready. I don't wanna do that.
uh, you know,
I
uh,
want to consume it by myself so my lens can understand what's going
that's
on.
you gotta take that up with hubby. I ain't getting involved. Moving on. Moving on. This is gonna be more in like a content and characters
Okay.
segment of it. Movie sequels or movie prequels.
This
I
is actually a
chose
hard one. It's for
I
me.
chose sequels. I don't think I think prequels are being more of a thing nowadays,
Yeah,
but I feel like because we just have that long history of sequels, like
yeah,
Imma choose sequels. Like
yeah.
I can't really think of a prequel that's like, "Oh, like
It's not too
this was
many.
needed. This
It's
was
not too
really
many.
needed." Like even
It's
House
not
of the
too many.
Dragon, I love House of the Dragon,
Yeah.
but
It's not
season
on
2,
It's not on Game of Thrones level, I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie.
season 2's been a little shaky.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I agree. So, yeah, sequel, me too.
Sequels. Alright, alright,
Yeah.
alright. I like when we get along. Next one,
Right?
and I feel like we have the same answer for this. We
Okay.
already answered this. That's how I jumping ahead when I made that comment. A series that leaves you with a cliffhanger or a series that resolves everything neatly. Resolve everything neatly. I'm fine with cliffhangers in a season finale, but
Or
not in a series.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not a series finale.
D
Like Laws, the whole like, are they in purgatory? Are
Where
they
are
not in
we?
purgatory?
Where are we? What happened?
Literally,
What did I just
literally,
live my life watching?
literally. You just put me through 3 different scenarios. I don't know what's real anymore.
Like, please.
And
Did they get found or not?
I also hate like the whole like TV shows that do that of like maybe they've been dead this whole time. It's like
Don't piss me off. Maybe you're dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any TV show that ends with like poetic stuff or like cliffhangers, like yeah, yeah. Unless it's
Boo.
like unintentional, like they get canceled or whatever, then I
Yeah, yeah,
guess
yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay.
That's
But
the
nah,
only way, only
yeah.
way. Now wrap it up.
I think we'll also agree on this one: compelling villain or a perfect hero.
I'm not a villain girl, like, why am I rooting
Oh,
for the bad guy?
interesting.
Why am I rooting
Interesting.
for the bad guy?
I don't know. I feel like from a storytelling perspective, I feel like a compelling villain is more like entertaining. Cause
Are we
like
saying, like, compelling, like, we understand why he did what he did?
not I wouldn't even say that. I would say like they were entertaining in how they went about being a piece of shit. Like I find that better TV or film versus like, oh, the perfect hero who does everything right. Because if you think about it, when we talk about like True Detective or
Yeah.
The Sinner, like they have heroes, but they're very flawed heroes. So it's
Yeah.
like
Like,
they
okay,
have some
give me
villain
that option.
element to them. Like we hate Marty, but Marty is compelling as hell because it's like,
Give give me a flawed hero.
okay, okay.
That's the
So
answer.
I'll put flawed hero for you. Not a perfect hero, but a flawed
No,
hero is
no.
more.
Like, we're not perfect people. That's
Right,
how
right,
yeah,
right, right. And I
yeah,
can't even really think of a show that's like has like a perfect hero.
not too many.
Yeah. All right, next one. Well, yeah, next one. A show with a single protagonist or an ensemble cast.
Single.
Same. Because I
Yeah.
think it's very few writers that have the ability to write multiple characters and them all being all compelling where I care enough. Like focus on just the one or two people and like execute that well.
Well, you know what? It's one show that's popping in my head that did very well.
The
This Is
Wire.
Us. No, This
Oh, This
Is
Is Us.
Us.
Yeah. I still
This
have to
Is
finish that.
Us. Oh, now
I,
that made me cry a little. Ooh, Jesus.
oh
I I
yeah.
cried a lot.
I'm mad I didn't think about that.
I cried a lot
Yeah.
on that show, but yeah,
Yeah.
This Is Us did really well with, like, introducing the triplets, the big 3, and then just kinda following each one of them, like, yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. But that's one of one of one. One of one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not the norm.
yeah.
Next one under this group, plot-driven narratives or character-driven narratives.
I'm kinda both. 'Cause
Mm,
I do love for character development, like, I live for that, like, I need to see it, like, I love it. But then the
same.
plot is obviously like the show, so there's that. So I
Yeah,
need a combination.
I agree. I would say of all the TV that I could think of, I feel like more of them are able to execute the plot better than the character. Because
Yeah,
it's
no,
like the
character
character could
development
kind
is
of be like, I don't really care. But like if crazy shit is happening around, it's
yeah.
like, I'm locked in. I'm
No,
locked
character
in.
development is definitely your art, for sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah. Like
sure.
there's not a lot where it's like, damn, like the first one that just popped into my head. But like Tony Stark, we see him
Mhm.
as like this, braggadocious, like off the wall
Yeah,
character, selling weapons to various people, and then he makes the big sacrifice by Endgame, and like his whole thing is like protecting the world.
yeah,
So that's great character development. But I don't
right.
how many characters like Tony Stark are being written in the kind of content that we watch. Very, very
Not
few, very
many.
few, very
Not
few.
many, not many.
Next section, genres and taste. A rom-com that makes you feel good or a thriller that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
I'm a I would say thriller. They
Yeah.
don't do rom-coms like that anymore, so
Mhm.
it's
And
just
they're usually quite white. Quite white. Although shout out to Melvin Gregg and I'm mad I can't remember his name. Woody. Woody from Power from
Uh-huh.
Raising Canaan. I think they've both been talking about like writing their own rom-coms and like wanting to
I
get
would
that stuff out
love to
there.
see rom-coms
Yeah.
again, like, I feel like that'll bring back romance. Like,
Yes. And
that's what
specifically rom-coms with black and brown people. Like,
yeah, like, we don't know what love is anymore,
yeah.
by the
But
way.
I'm definitely more of a thriller, like keep me on
Yeah,
the edge of like the
yeah,
twists and turns of something. I
yeah, I
feel
love
like
that.
that's
I love
that's
it.
more compelling. Like I would enjoy a rom-com if it's
Yeah,
good, but a thriller is gonna have me like more invested.
yeah, I
Um
agree.
Serious drama or a laugh out loud comedy.
I love a good serious drama. I'm a
Same.
serious girl.
Same. I feel like
I'm
comedies are
serious.
like hit and miss, and it all
They
depends on
are,
like what your
they
taste
are,
level is.
they
Cause like,
are.
stuff isn't as raunchy as it used to be. Like,
You can only say certain things, I don't know, maybe that's coming back.
I don't know. I feel like Abbott Elementary is the only comedy in the most recent years that I love. Everything else is
Yeah,
kind of like, eh. Like I know a lot of people. This might be another hot take. I know a lot of black people love South Side that was on HBO that got canceled. I
mm,
watched it. It
wasn't
didn't do it for me.
impressed, wasn't
It didn't do
impressed.
it for me. It didn't do
Only
it for me.
comedy I watched was probably Insecure
Yeah,
or
Insecure,
Atlanta,
hilarious.
or Atlanta. Atlanta is I
Atlanta,
can watch that again.
hilarious. Yeah, like
Hilarious.
they're very far and few between.
Yeah, yeah.
A movie that makes you think or a movie that's pure entertainment.
I love a deep a deep type of, like, a message behind something where, like, you really gotta think about, like, "Well, what did I watch?" But
Mhm.
then I love to be entertained too at the same time, so I'm a little both of them.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, I would say I definitely am also in the both train,
Yeah.
but I feel like makes you think is a much harder genre to do.
It
Like the
is.
only
It
thing I
is.
could think of was like an Inception or like a movie on
Tenet.
that's yeah, like movies like that. And like those are all Christopher Nolan stuff. Like if he not doing it, nobody else covering, nobody else holding it down.
Well, get on your job, Christopher Nolan. We
Yeah,
need another
Christopher.
one.
Well, he's doing the Odyssey, so there's that.
Okay.
And I've never read that book, so well, whatever.
Well, luck reading
Um,
it.
yeah, like I feel like there's very few that like
Yeah.
cover that
Yeah.
genre, so it's like, all right, I'm picking pure entertainment. Okay, book to screen adaptation that's faithful or one that changes things up.
I haven't read any uh, ooh, I haven't read any book that has turned into a movie other than 50 Shades of Grey. So, there's that.
Okay, all
Okay.
right.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Let's see. I mean, because I probably by default, actually, I don't even know if my answer is makes it even valid because I'm also someone who's never really read books that have turned
Yeah,
like outside of like comic book stuff. But
yeah,
even then, my source material is like animated shows, is not the
yeah,
actual comic book. So if they change things up, I'm not mad at it. I would say if I'm familiar with it in any capacity and they change it up and it doesn't make sense, then I'm annoyed. But other than
yeah.
that, if it makes sense, then I really don't care.
I'm entertained.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take it. Whatever.
yeah.
A musical or a horror movie? Eh,
I hate both of these genres. Okay, right there. The only musical that I like is Chicago, like, I
mhm.
love that movie. I need to watch it soon too, and horror movies, I hate horror movies because they're never really scary, like, they're just shock factors, like, that's the only thing you're getting from it, it's not, like, super scary, so, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of either. I hate musicals. I have no
Right?
interest. I have zero interest in watching a musical ever. Horror movies, horror is not really my thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the same. It's just shock value. It's like, what's the most gruesome way we could like kill people on screen? So that doesn't do anything for me. Like, outside of Sinners, which is technically
Yeah.
horror, the only other horror movie I could think of what I watched was Long Legs with like Nicolas Cage, and I was like, it was so
Mm-mm.
hyped, so well reviewed, and I watched it,
Yeah.
and I was like,
What did I watch? What did I watch? I think the only is it Insidious? I think that's, like, the
mhm,
only scary, scary movie that I've ever seen. So,
yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
all right,
There you go.
they'll accept it. They have no choice. Um, okay, a show you can watch while doing other things, or a show that requires your full attention. This one is tough because I
It
feel like
is.
it all depends
It is.
on what are you doing.
Yeah, basically. I love to actually look at shows.
Hmm.
So, like, I don't like there are shows that, like, I can watch and scroll on my phone at the same time and, like, get the gist, but that's not something that I actually like to do. So,
I would say if we're comparing it and if we're looking at it from the scale of everything that I consume, I probably watch more things that I could do while doing other stuff versus like
mhm,
full attention. Like I have to
mhm.
set time within my day to like watch
Watch.
something in full attention. Like we're rewatching. If you haven't listened, go and tune into the rewind and
Yeah,
analyze version of our show where we go back and watch TV shows that we love. So like True Detective,
yeah,
I have to set time of like, okay, I need to watch this right now so I can
yeah,
focus and take notes.
yeah,
Or if it's a show that's like really, really good, then
yeah.
I automatically have to like set time. But in comparison to everything else, it's like, yeah, it's stuff that I watch while doing other things. And the last segment, before we wrap this up, um,
We've been yapping.
bruh, I thought we would speed through this, and clearly that hasn't happened. For filming versus TV, a 10-hour movie or a 10-episode limited series? I feel like I know what you're going to choose. I feel like you
Limited
prefer
series,
limited series.
'cause
Um,
2
yeah.
hours is still not enough for a good movie, so it needs to be at least 3, unfortunately. To 2.5 to 3 to get to the meat and potatoes.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. Cause like, yeah, movies could be good, but like a limited series and like well executed is like, like it wasn't meant to be a limited series, but it kind of almost is because it got canceled. But like,
Mhm.
and it's definitely on our rewind and analyze list.
Yeah.
Lovecraft Country, like that's some damn good television. That's some
Woof,
damn good television.
woof. I'm so like, I was so mad that it got canceled because that first season was like they was coming in hot,
Yeah, yeah,
hot.
yeah. And I watched it. Like I remember the conversation around it, and I wasn't
Yeah,
watching it at the time. And then I think I started to watch it like maybe a couple years into the pandemic or whatever. And so I'm watching it with fresh eyes. By then,
yeah,
I've already like have it forgotten everybody's feedback on it. I just know it was well celebrated, especially by people in our community.
yeah.
So then when I watched it, I was like, yo, this is like amazing. And then it was like, wait, I know this is canceled now. Now I'm upset.
Crying.
Upset.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm choosing limited series.
yeah.
Going out to a movie theater or watching a new release at home.
Since COVID, I love to watch something in my home. It's just
Mhm.
so expensive to go to the movies, like, you gotta get the snacks, and you gotta get the tickets, and all of that, and then you gotta be around nasty people, and they might ruin it, like, I don't know. I guess it depends, I guess it depends.
Yeah, I would say I'm definitely probably a little bit of both. I'll probably
Mhm,
watch more at home versus going to the
mhm.
movie theater,
Yeah.
but I think I also understand it from a level of creative of like they shot this to
Mhm.
be seen for people to watch and view it
Yeah,
on a big screen.
yeah,
So it's like I'll make the effort. If it's something I'm really interested in, I'll
yeah.
make the effort to go and watch it. So like I think we brought this up before, like when Ryan Coogler dropped that 10-minute
Oh, yes.
video and like
I
you
said,
need
"Oh,
to
I'm
watch it.
going."
I'm like, I'm pulling up and
I will be there.
it
Yeah,
was worth the
$50
price of
ticket, child,
admission.
I didn't care.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
worth the price of admission.
I
And
agree,
then,
I agree.
my bougie self, like I go to iPick, I got my little
Okay.
booth, I got my food, so it's like
Yeah, I mean,
people's
look,
not in my way. Yeah, like I got all the things I need, so it feels like I'm at home without the disturbance of others.
uh,
Um, so yeah, I'll probably pick a movie theater.
yeah,
Okay, a movie that wins an Oscar for Best Picture or a show that wins an Emmy for Best Drama.
Emmy. I love
Same,
Emmys. Even though you didn't wanna
same.
watch recently, that's fine, but I would love to be on the board for the Emmys. Like,
I
what?
mean, listen, yo,
What?
we grow, people
That's
support,
that is the
share.
dream. I need to be telling y'all what's hot and what's not.
You need
Period.
to be the tastemaker. You need to be
Period.
the gatekeeper.
Period.
I respect that. I respect that. I also choose that answer, and it's mainly because so many times we'll see like, oh, who wins Oscar for Best Picture, and it'd be like a movie I never heard about, I never seen any marketing for, and they're usually very specific types of people in said
Here you
films
go, here you go.
versus a show
Yeah,
that more times than not, like especially in the drama category, it's like,
yeah,
oh yeah, yeah, like y'all deserve it, yeah, y'all
yeah,
deserve all that praise.
yeah.
um all right, two more. The golden age of Hollywood, which I had to do research on because I didn't know when the golden age
Uh-huh.
was, is between the 1920s and 1960s, or the current era of peak TV. I feel like we'll have the same answer.
Yeah, peak
Current era.
TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
current era. Current
Yeah,
era.
because if you watch things back then, you'd be like, "Yo, what am I watching?"
Yeah, and also it's like there's so many tropes and ideas that are like taboo. So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, you'll get certain elements of like what was hot back then, but it's like, eh,
yeah,
eh,
yeah,
that's the thing about time. Like things evolve and things get
and they
better.
and they
So it's like,
progress, so yeah.
yeah. So I'm definitely choosing like current era of peak TV.
Yeah.
Last one, a movie that is so bad it's good or perfectly made but boring.
I would think I will take So Bad That It's Good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't wanna be bored. I wanna be
Interesting.
entertained. Like, how I love Dope Thief and how you said you hated it. I was entertained. I was entertained.
You got
So
it.
whatever.
You got it. You got it.
So
I hate watching bad stuff. Like, it irks my soul. I hate when I watch bad stuff because it just gets it gets too ridiculous. It's like, yo, what am I watching?
yeah.
That's how I felt about Dope Thief. It's like, who wrote this? Who greenlit this? Like, why do you think this is okay? And maybe because that's also something that I've been like trying to struggle with. Like, sometimes you have to
Yeah.
suspend disbelief sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's
That's what I
like,
was trying to get you to understand.
bro, like, what are we doing? Y'all
You're
having a
being
whole
entertained. You're
a
being
whole shootout in front of the
entertained.
hospital. Nobody inside the hospital gets shot. They take the gunshot victim, ask no questions. Like, what are we doing, bro?
I was
What are we
entertained. I
doing?
thought it was a great scene. I thought it
Yeah.
was a great scene.
I think
Yes.
I would. Yeah, I think I'll take a perfectly made but boring film because
Mhm.
yeah, it may not be as compelling, but it's like the stuff made sense versus stuff that I find to be like goofy or dumb. It's like she'll get a laugh out of this, but shout out my homegirl Stephanie. She made me go watch Megan, the first one. I'm like, bro, this is so
What's
dumb.
Megan?
The robot, the little robot doll.
Is that the one with
I don't
what's her
remember
name?
who's in it. I don't remember who's in it. But it's like the robot doll that has like AI in it, but then the AI starts to take over and gets possessive and all this other extra stuff. I'm like, yo, this movie is so stupid. And they were like going viral for the marketing because they would have like random women or people that kind of look like the doll and they were like doing dances, like TikTok dances at random places. I'm like, this is dumb. This is very dumb. I can't. Like, stuff like that irks me. Stuff like that irks me.
Okay, yeah. That sounds lame.
But that is everything. We covered everything. Oh, now you agree. Now you agree. You know what? Everybody go like, comment, subscribe, rate and review. I have nothing more to say to my co-host right now. And make sure you tune into all these episodes.
Yes.
Anything more you got to add? Anything more you have to add?
To say. I barely have the energy right now. I didn't yawn like twice. I felt so bad, but I could not help it. We're doing great,
Listen,
sweetie.
we tired, yo. We tired.
We tried.
They'll appreciate us for putting in the effort.
I think it was still a great episode, even though I yawned like 3-4 times. I was entertained.
Listen. This it wasn't necessarily perfectly made, but you know, it was good. It was good.
That's what I said.
That's
good.
what I said. But yeah, make sure y'all do all that, and we'll catch y'all on the next episode.
Subscribe. You didn't even say it, Steven. Like,
yes,
what's going on?
I did.
You said do the things. You said do the things. Usually you spell it out.
This is what episode. You know what? All right, we out.
Okay, Dame Dash. Okay, Dame Dash.
Now I'm a chatty patty. Heard you. What he said? You're triggering me right now. You're triggering me right now.
Okay. Heard you. All right, y'all.
We're delirious. That's exactly what we are. Absolutely delirious. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, rate, review, follow, and yeah, we'll check y'all next week's episode. I think that covers everything. That's all.
You did a great job. All right.
I tried.
Bye.
Later people.